Okay, I wanted to make this video because, well, it's 2:05 a.m. And what better thing would I like to do than to make a video for all y'all? Um, but also, we've got a pretty critical week here now. As I stated in my earlier announcement, I gave everyone an extra week to kind of finish up assignments and whatnot, just because I was looking at the data and it looked pretty bad. I'm not sure why you're all waiting so long to do everything, but as many of you identified even in the introductions, in an online class, time management is always the problem. It is for you, but it's also for me. It's difficult. I sometimes lose track of where things are because we're not seeing each other all the time. And so, let's, we've got 15 weeks to play around with here. So that's why I was comfortable giving an extra week to wrap things up. And you now know that this is a critical week. So let's talk about what to do in this critical week. Let's say you are that person who has not done very much since the first exam. The biggest thing you can do is get over it, recognize what happened, and set up a game plan for this week. Because this can get done in a week. It's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be fun. But you can get it done in a week. You really can. And I don't say that to minimize what we're doing in this class or to make you think that you can do this again when the semester is ending. Because then you've got, then you've got a lot of things going on in all of your classes. I'm trying to swear less, by the way. It's a bad habit, and I was gonna say that it's a shit show, and it is. But do you see right there how I tried to use something other than the word shit show? Now I ruined it by saying that, but let's talk about what the strategy is. You've got 3 topics that you need to focus on: 4, 5, and 6. Applied topic 1. Dude, if you've been working hard and you've got the extra time to do it, that's what this was designed for. The person who wants to learn the material and then's like, there's so many ways that economics applies to my life. I want to learn more. That would be why this exists. And this is who I made it for. But if you're just trying to get this done on time, I'm going to be honest with you. You should just ignore applied topic 1. It's not on the exam. It's just an extra thing. Okay? So if you're just coming into this, ignore this. What I'm trying to say here is that then you could basically devote a day to a day and a half on each of these topics. And if you did that, let's talk about what you would do here. So let's say that it's Monday and I'm starting to freak out. Then the first thing I would do for each of these topics is watch this short little video I made that gives you an overview of what we're going to do. That way you've got kind of put you in the right mindset. Okay, this is what shredding is going to focus on in this module. Okay? It's like 2 minutes at most, I think. Then I would not suggest at this point reading the textbook. You've got a week. I like reading books, but that's who I am. If you do like reading books, then the book is here. But if you don't waste your time doing it just because you feel obligated to do it. You're not obligated to do it. So then the second thing I would do, if I were you, after having watched this prep video, is I would look at the agenda topic right here. And I would look and see, okay, what's all being covered. And then I would watch the playlist of videos. It'll probably take you about an hour to 2 hours to kind of stop and, listen to all the videos here in this playlist. Then what I would do, because you didn't read the book, I would go to the classic PowerPoints. And I would go to GDP right here. This is topic 4. So I'd go here, and then I would watch the lecture, like the traditional lecture, and look at the slides. And you'll have a pretty good sense then of what's going on in terms of the material. And then all that you essentially need to do is do the practice questions. You still should do it because they help you then when it comes time to the graded questions, then do the analysis paper, and then, when you're feeling good enough, you take the quiz. So it'd be quiz 2, quiz 3, and quiz 4. So you would do each of those, each of these modules and the related quizzes, the analysis papers, and the graded questions. For the analysis papers, make sure you look at my comments that I made for you on 1 and 2. I did take the time to make these comments because I wanted you to do better on other ones. So if I made you a comment and you didn't do it on 3, 4, and 5, it doesn't make me grumpy, but it doesn't make me happy either. Okay? I'm not sure why Production Possibilities Frontier is showing up here. I'll have to fix this to clean this up here. Okay. Then let's transition to talking about the exam. So for the exam, what I would do to prepare for that is I would organize your notes then around these bullet points. Okay? And then what essentially I would do is I would know that I'm only covering 4, 5, and 6, not applied topic number 1. You've got 30 multiple choice, 3 short answer questions. That's 1 short answer question for each of the topics. So 1, 4, 5, and 6. You're going to have 90 minutes to take the exam, and you have to do it all in one attempt. Okay? Now, take the exam when you're ready. Don't, freak out and think you got to get this done right away. Let's go to the exam here. So the exam, you would take it right there. But let's look at the settings here collectively. You can start taking it, and you shouldn't be able to start taking it now. You can start it, sorry, you get to see this live happening here for you. You start taking the exam when Sunday turns into Monday, and you've got all the way until the following Monday at 11:55 p.m. So instead of trick-or-treating, if you're not done, if it's October 31st, and your friends are telling you to go trick-or-treating at 8 p.m., 9 p.m., you got to tell them no, because you got to get this exam done. You've got 90 minutes to take it. It's got to be done by 10:31, starting on this Monday. So you've got a week to take this exam. If you just take it one step at a time here, you can get this done. And again, to just reduce any of your worries, remember, you can always email me, and I will reply. I'm trying to get faster about replying, but I do always reply. And if I didn't, I really truly did miss your email. But also, again, I'm not trying to ghost anyone here. So, again, here's my phone number. It's my personal cell phone number. So just send me a text. Don't call me because no one answers calls from an unknown number. But that's my phone number. So if you're freaking out about the exam or about a quiz grade or about a homework or just about the material in general, send me an email. But if you're that kind of person who really worries about stuff and it's going to make your stomach hurt until I reply, don't make your stomach hurt. Don't do that to yourself. You're not bothering me. Well, you might be. If I'm in the middle of dinner and you're sending me 5 texts, yeah, you might be bothering me then. But a text is not going to bother me. It's not going to give me a bad day. I'm not going to say, oh, that screwball student. I was going to say fucking student, right? But I'm going to, that student, why they, I'm not going to say that. I understand that not everyone is, that I'm built different than you, right? And I don't freak out about exams, but I know that many, many people do. And I am respectful of that difference that some of you have, and I'm trying to, I can accommodate it. It's not going to harm anyone in accommodating it. Send me a text. Send me an email. Do something. Don't just drop the class because you're too afraid to. I am the most approachable person. Send a text. Send an email. I will reply. And, we'll get through it. Okay. So I hope that helps. I hope that helps you calm down about stuff if you haven't gotten back into doing stuff for this class. But, just take it a step at a time here and just start working on 4 if you haven't started things up. Okay. I hope that helps.